Hey boys and girls, it's Mrs. Kiger here. I just wanted to review the nutritional labels with you to make sure that you understand how to read them. The banana one I actually had to get off the internet because obviously bananas don't come with a nutritional label on them like most foods do. Our fruits and vegetables and produce do not. So I was able to look that up, but almost always at the top of your nutritional labels, you're going to find your serving size. And then notice here's the total fat. Like I said, it lists three out of those four different types of fat underneath, but we were looking at the total fat. And then this is the percentage of the daily value. So I use that one as an example and put that up there in the chart to help you. Okay. The next one was our buttered popcorn. So when we're looking at our buttered popcorn, the reason why I blacked or blued this out was because it was the unpopped popcorn. So once again, we were looking at the serving size, and the serving size said 3 cups of popped popcorn. So that's what I used, was popped popcorn. So I used the one that was here. So notice it has all 4 fats listed underneath that we talked about. And we're looking at the total fat. So remember, it said to sparingly or try to get as little saturated and trans fat as possible. And that has 1 gram, 0, 0, and 0.5. So notice it says about 2 grams of total fat in that 3. Oh, the total serving size is 3 cups, but this is just 1 cup. Sorry, 1 cup. So about 2 grams of fat, and that's our 3%. So if I come down here and I look at our Lucky Charms, the reason why I put this red here was because that was with milk and we weren't using it with milk. So I got rid of that. So it only lists the 2 other fats here, but remember, we're looking at the total fat. Our serving size is 1 cup. So it's 1 gram of fat or 2% of our daily value. So that's where I got the information there. And then if I come down here to our potato chips, it was only about 12 potato chips or 1 size. That's not a lot if you think about it. The popcorn, remember, was 1 cup of popped popcorn. 1 cup has quite a bit of popcorn in it. But when we look at our potato chips, that's only 12 chips. So that's why looking at serving sizes on nutritional labels is so important, because sometimes they may pretend that they're a little bit healthier than they are, but you've got to pay attention to those serving sizes. Even though it's only 12 chips, 10 grams of fat, boys and girls, that is a lot of grams of fat, 13% of our daily allowance or percentage. Okay, so that's just looking at those nutritional labels. Here we've got our ham. So serving sizes was 2 ounces. Okay, the total fat was 1 gram or 2%. So when I came to fill out my chart, though, coming and looking up here, show you, it's going to look backwards though, unfortunately. I'm just going to share. So we had that our banana had the least amount of fat because it had less than 1 gram and 0% of our daily value. So that one was pretty easy. Your Lucky Charms and your deli ham were pretty much in a tie because it said 1 gram of each, and they were both at 2% of your daily value. So those were pretty much a tie. But if you look at the Lucky Charms, 1 cup is actually bigger than 2 ounces. So the Lucky Charms actually had less fat than the ham, if I looked at it that way. Okay, so I did that Lucky Charms was number 2 for least amount of fat. Deli ham was 3rd when I did my rankings. Now, then I go to our buttered popcorn and potato chips. Buttered popcorn was only 2 grams, 3%. So that was ranked number 4. And then potato chips, remember, it was only 12 chips. 10 grams, 13% of our daily percentage of fat. Okay, so that was how I ranked them, and that was how I looked at the nutritional labels. I hope that you start looking at those nutritional labels, because not only do they tell us our serving sizes, they tell us how much fat. You have all of your other things that you know that we talked about, like your carbohydrates and your vitamins and your minerals and things like that. So I hope that this has taught you some important information, and I hope that you start looking a little bit more at those nutritional labels to help you make smart, healthy choices.